What's going on, fam, and welcome back. Today is Monday. I hope everyone is excited that we're almost to April. Um, just rolling through the year. Not going to be a long one today, just a quick do's and don'ts for Facebook Meta. Um, Moving forward, this should be like the top three things. Like you do these things properly, things will go proper and good for you. You don't do these three things, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you big time. And there's one honorable mention, but before getting into that, it really would help me out if you guys like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Any comments, please let me know what you guys want to know about. And with that, guys, let's just hop right into it. So the first one, and if you've seen any of my past videos on Facebook Meta, you know that this is a thing. This is gonna happen. So just don't freak out about it, right? Just get in the mindset about it now that this is gonna happen regardless of what we want. So it's just better to adapt with it, right? And please don't think that that saves you from like Instagram. If your mainstay is Instagram, it's owned by Facebook. So just keep that in mind. Too many changes at once. If you've seen any of my past videos, you know that going too quickly when you're starting your ads account, it just makes you look suspicious. I don't have the answer on why the algorithm sees it that way. Maybe because it sees it as, oh, this person really doesn't know what they're doing. Maybe they just need to take a little bit more time to fix it. But we overcome and we adapt, right? The second thing is having your payment methods fail. This is like the biggest no-no. If you have your payment methods fail, they will shut it down. They will just shut it down. They're not going to try and re charge the card once this is live. Right now, depending on how much you spend, they probably will like, oh, hey, we tried to charge your card and it didn't go through, so we're gonna try it again in 24 hours or whatever the case is, how most businesses do. But I'm telling you guys, when it comes to Meta, they are looking for consistency. So if you're like, oh, I've been on point for a few months or what have you, and it's been good. Let's just leave it at good. And then you decide that one of your payment methods, you decide to change it up or it expires or whatever the case is, you need to stay on top of that because they are not playing around. They may charge you at that point because you've been very consistent with your efforts. They may decide to, oh, okay, yes, we're sending you this charge again just to let you know, hey, this payment method didn't go through for whatever, this, that, and the other. But they are not going to be as lenient until you have spent significant amounts of money. So just keep that in mind, guys. And then the last thing is just blatant income claims. That will get you shut down quickly. Just because you make a certain amount of money does not mean you need to say, hey, do this thing this way, at this time, and you're guaranteed this amount. Because when you start guaranteeing amounts of money, that's when things start getting a little dangerous to say the least, because then you put yourself in a liable state where it's like, okay, so I followed exactly what you said, I did exactly what you said, went here, did this, spent this, did that, and then if they don't have the same result or the result that you were promising them, there's a chance that you could be held liable for that because let's say that this was a recorded event or you said this in a public space in front of other people, they could actually take you to court and that would make you liable, and that's a whole nother mess of things that we can get into on another time or another video. But just keep it very vanilla, keep it very open minded. Let them, I guess, put it together themselves in their mind. So you just need to articulate like, hey, I like to be at home with my kids and this affords me that opportunity. Something like that where it's like, okay, well, you have to make enough money in whatever you're doing to be able to stay at home. So, it just kind of lets them take it from there. Just put as much of the stress, the I shouldn't even say stress, but the most of the pressure on the person who is actually going to be going through with this, because just because somebody makes X amount of dollars doesn't mean everyone's going to make X amount of dollars. It just means they put in the amount of work required to get to that point. So just real quick going over them. Too many changes at once. Remember, go slow. Having your payment methods fail. Remember, we want to keep those payment methods consistent. Don't let them fail. And blatant income claims. Don't tell somebody they're going to make $1 million, because chances are they might not if they're not willing to put in $1 million worth of effort. Um, in our honorable mention, and this one is this one I said it in a past video, but I just wanted to reiterate it for my fitness crowd out there. Do not put your before and afters, right? If you are at a point where you feel comfortable doing that, at least do not put your own. This is some information that I actually did a little bit of research on myself over the weekend, because I wanted to give you guys, the best possible information, so that way you guys can go execute immediately. And one of those things is, make sure that if you are going to use that, if you're going to use your before and afters, they need to be before and afters of other people, your clients, your friends, family, whoever, but it cannot be you, because there's just something that Facebook or Meta is not going to allow about saying, like, hey, this person is Newton Wheat, and he put a before photo and an after photo. There's no evidence that says, hey, this person, you know, was this amount or this weight or this physicality at X date, and then over the course of, who knows, they look like this now. There's no evidence in there in between that shows otherwise, which is why you would start to need other people's their testimonies, basically. And that's why testimonies are even important in the first place, is just because it's a social proof. Basically, when we go over social proof, it's just, hey, did you hear about so and so? They used so and so, and it gave them, so and so, right? I know that's a lot of so and so, but you can fill in those so and so's and you understand exactly what I mean. So basically, guys, that boils it down to those three things. I mean, those three things will immediately get you shut down, or they will propel you into the future, which is what I'm hoping for all of you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and just be looking out for the rest of this week. It's going to be just a surprise week this week. I mean, the content's already created, but it's a surprise for you guys. So just look out for it. It's not going to be on Facebook or Meta. So we are moving on from that. This is the last Facebook Meta video for now, until some other things in the pipeline start kicking into high gear here. So just be on the lookout for that, guys. And with that, like always, I wish you guys the best. Have fun. Stay safe. Please, please, please wear a seatbelt. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.